Recording. Já, agora estamos a gravar, tá bom?
Sim. Hi guys, welcome back to Skin at Heart, a world of wellness. My name is Natalia and today we will talk about reality transurfing. I am very excited to share this with you. I found out about this book recently and it literally changed my life. So today I'm going to interview Fernando Branco about reality transurfing. Fernando is the responsible for reality transurfing in the UK, and he will give us a further insights on what the book is about. So, Fernando, can you tell us what is reality transurfing?
Yes, okay. I'll try to be as clear as possible. What I feel reality transurfing is it's like it's a self-development, if you like, a model. It's a model. It's not a fixed kind of method. It's a model, so it's constantly renewing or with new possibilities. And also it's very dependent on how you want to apply it. Once you have the basics of reality transurfing, you can manage it. You know, like it says, you can choose how you want to use it. You know, like anything, you can use it for the benefit of everybody or for your own benefit only. Depends on what setup you are connected with. You know, in your personality, in your, if you like, in your way of life. So for that reason, reality transurfing is very, very, very practical. I really recommend it to people to use it because it's something like you said, you know, after you read the book, it kind of had an effect on your life. You know, the same thing happened to me and everybody I talk to, all the people that I've trained. The same thing, I hear that constantly, you know, how powerful it is because it is simple and practical. So it becomes like something that you get a knowledge, that it's made clear to you how your world is manifesting, how the world, how the reality is taking place. And this is a very powerful tool for anybody to apply to their lives and get real effect, you know, in their life, change for obviously if it's self-development is to improve their life. So I kind of didn't really go into exactly what transurfing is. I explained what it can do for you, you know. But to kind of enlarge on this, what I've just said, it's obviously Vadim Zeland, the Russian author that published the books and kind of got into touch with some reality that he was able to understand and transmit to us in a very clear way. And transurfing is like based on science. It's based on quantum physics. Vadim was working with that previously to becoming an author. He was working in quantum physics, and then he went on to IT with computers and this kind of thing. And then he had this kind of, if you like, connection with what he calls the space of variations that gave him this knowledge. And the beauty of it is because of his background, he was able to give us the the clear vision of how we can use it. So for that, I'm very grateful to him. And yeah, I don't know. We can enlarge on that or go in another another
We
direction.
can,
But
yeah, I think
you know,
we
you
can
can
go
ask.
in another direction. I think people already understood how powerful the book can be. I am also grateful to Vadim for writing the book, and also to you for being able to translate it better into English and be the representative of the book for the English-speaking language. And yeah, but like you said, the book brings a lot more clarity and it kind of explains what is the role of the mind in this whole game, in this game of life. And that's something that other books who talk about manifesting, I think they always fail to explain how the mind can actually cope with this. And in Reality Transurfing, this is very clear. And it is very clear what the mind can do and how the mind should do it in order to cope with it. So for me, it added great value into my life. In fact, I looked to my life as it was, and I could see why a lot of things happened the way they did. It was really clear. And as I was reading the book, it was like the book was talking to me. And yeah, it's just like you said, it's an incredible tool for everybody, and I think everybody feels the same way when they read the book. They feel this connection and this aha moment. Yeah. But so another thing I wanted to ask you is, how did you come across reality transurfing, and how did it impact your life? You already talked about that a little bit, but I would like to know more in detail. I don't know if you can share with us some personal story or something, but to understand better, how did you come across the book, and what differences did you see, did you notice after reading it?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't want to go too much into my own personal kind of story, but I will give a kind of general description of it. But you know, to use the uh, the words of Vadim Zeland, you know, I'm not that important only for my own use of reality transurfing, how I use it in my life. But so I don't want to like to influence people with details of my situation, even, you know, just because then you people tend, like everybody wants to kind of meet the master, you know, the one that is
Yes.
realized the thing. And from how I approach reality transurfing, I want to move away from that. And Vadim Zeland also, it's not that he's introvert, he doesn't want to meet anybody, but he wants to kind of if you like, doesn't want to get into the situation where people start to putting him in a certain place, so that then
Yeah.
you know, and this happens very often with
Yeah.
the
He
people who
explains
start.
this in the book, actually. The
Yeah, he says
importance.
that. There's an interview with him where he kind of really makes that clear, you know, that this information is not his. In a way, he kind of he was also very fortunate. He was in a difficult situation once in his life, you know, and he came across maybe something in himself was asking for some answer to his situation, you know, and it came to him, you know, you open himself to a certain, if you like, a certain vibration that he connected with this knowledge, and then is transmitting it to us in a very impersonal way, you know. He doesn't want to put his persona in the middle as something. and this is what happens. And this is another thing that attracted me to reality transurfing, because I mean I've been on this path for many years, since I was since 74, 75. I started to kind of ask for what is life about, and I got into it. Slowly I kind of picked up on things. Like first I went and studied natural medicine, and I became a homeopath, and I worked in UK and in Casablanca in Morocco, and in Germany. But then in 2000 and I think it's 2008, I came across on energetic medicine website that sells the apparatus, the machines to connect with the clients. I was using like quantum medicine at the time, and I came across this small information, about reality transurfing. There was something mentioned there on the website, and I was curious, and I looked at it. So I bought the books, and then I started to. I couldn't put them down. It was like I thought, what's this? And I read all the books, and I started to apply and see results. I kind of, like I say on my website, I say that I through applying it and realizing that I had a choice, it changed my life completely. And so after that, after reality, I got in contact with this model of reality. I kind of I took a step back from the medicine. I kind of went more into the coaching side. I wanted to help people to realize themselves rather than try to fix them with remedies and medicine. I kind of wanted them to kind of have the same knowledge that affected me and share this knowledge with the world. And this is why I became more and more involved with reality transurfing, and became a coach. One of the first coaches, the first one for the English language, and then there was also a French one that helped to translate the books from Russia to French, Olivier Marcelot, and a Spanish pupil of Marcelot, Frank Sanchez. So we were three at the beginning in 2008, 2009, and we stayed like this. I had this really strong kind of if you like, purpose to share this. And I started to attract people. People started to contact me. And of course, I got in touch. I got involved in getting this knowledge out. And one way was to kind of get involved in the publishing of the books and translation. I didn't actually translate the book into Portuguese. That was done by a person that I found in Brazil. And I got more involved in the Arabic book as well. I got involved in that, in finding someone to translate it into Arabic. And yeah, I was already on one of the main trainers for Vadim at that time. And because he doesn't want to put himself up front, so he asked people like me to kind of interact with the interested people that want to use transurfing and be trained. So that's why there is now on his website quite a few different trainers that I've trained some of them, especially the ones in the English language. And we kind of try to share this knowledge. This is my thing, I want to kind of give it out to people because it's really effective. I don't know if I answered everything, Natalia, that you asked.
You did. You answered the main thing, the key thing. There's also, of course, more information in your website. Some of the things you've mentioned, like the interview with Vadim Zeland, and also more description on this work and testimonials, people can find on reality-transurfing.com. And you also have a YouTube channel, and on your channel, you also go through some of the particularities of the book, like pendulums, importance, so that people can understand better, or so that they can have a first approach to that in case they haven't read the book yet and they wish to. So indeed, there's a lot of information that you've been sharing so far. So for this interview, these were the two questions, and we will continue on a second interview with more questions. Thank you so much, Fernando, for your time. It was really, really great to have your insight on this. And I will be seeing you very soon for the next interview.
Okay. It was a pleasure, Natalia, to talk to you and answer these questions. Of course, we can always elaborate more in the future presentations that we make. I thank you also for being interested and your willingness to spread the word. So with that, I say bye-bye for now.
Thank you, Fernando. Obrigada. We'll talk soon. Okay. Bye.